powerful record.
Quiet my soul, cause you're teaching me how to slow down.
Good morning, River House. This is Pastor AJ. I'm so excited to be with you all this morning. I hope, like myself, you guys have been enjoying the 6 daily practices that we've been going through to develop this new rhythm of life. It just has been so encouraging and powerful to be just building towards something together. It's been a challenge to slow down, especially for you extroverts like myself. This season of quarantine is sometimes difficult, but it's been so powerful. And as I've been able to slow down and really just practice generosity, creativity, all those things, it has been so powerful just hearing the still small voice of the Lord. And the one word that's really been sticking out to me during this season is the word courage. I feel like now more than ever, the church needs to be the courageous people so that we can be the light and the hope that we're called to be. You know, all throughout Scripture, what we see in times of chaos and times of struggle, when there's suffering going on in the world, we just see Jesus and God speaking over us to be a strong and courageous people. Courage. We need courage to slow down. We need courage to remain hopeful. We need courage to be hopeful in this time. And as I've just been sitting in the story of David, I've just been so inspired and in awe of just the power of this man, particularly the story of David and Goliath, this boy, when all of Israel is just panicking because this Philistine is going to come and take their land. He was just a man of courage and stayed strong and defeated Goliath for the nation of Israel. And I was reading through the book of Acts this week, and Paul was in the middle of the storm in Acts 27. He was on a ship with 276 passengers, and there was such a violent storm that took place that they literally thought they were going to die. They said they didn't even know if it was night or day. There was such wind and chaos going on that they literally had no hope that they were going to live for tomorrow. But Paul went to the Lord and he sought his face and he heard from the Lord that not a soul was going to perish. And there's this beautiful part where Paul looks at everyone on the ship and he says, "Take courage, take heart, be strong. Not a soul here will perish. Not a soul here will die." And it's actually funny, in the midst of this storm, right? It's not like there's this peace part and all of a sudden Paul just comes up and says, "Be strong and courageous." It's in the midst of the storm, in the midst of the chaos. He says, "Be strong, take heart, have courage." And it's really funny, like literally in the midst of the storm, everyone on the boat gathers around together and they end up having a meal. And after they have this meal together, it says that they were encouraged. And as I've just been sitting in these 6 daily practices, the one section that's really been powerful for me has been the part on generosity. I think now more than ever, we as the church need to be generous with our encouragement. We need to be generous by speaking words of hope and life into people. The word encourage literally means to put courage inside of something, inside of somebody else. I heard a powerful quote this week that said, encouragement is like oxygen to the soul. And so as you're practicing generosity this week, I encourage you to be the one that is going to stand encouraged by releasing words of hope and life over people. Use your social media platforms because there are people in our church, there are people in this city that are struggling right now. It is hard. There's so much uncertainty, so much difficulty that is going on. People are losing their jobs. Income is going down. But we have an opportunity right now to be the light of the world, to be a city sitting on a hill. And I believe one of the ways that we can do that is by being a voice of encouragement, to literally put courage inside of this world to people so that they can endure with confidence and joy. Because we know one thing is that this isn't going to last forever, that we have a resurrected King who is on a move to reconcile the whole world back into himself. Just this week, I was really struggling with some family stuff. I got blindsided by a certain circumstance. And I felt myself wanting to rush. I felt myself wanting to panic. And I literally, you know how it is, right? When something happens, when the storm happens, the first thing, our immediate reaction a lot of the time is panic, is to fear, is to go to it. And right when I started to feel panic come up in me, I got a text message from somebody in our church just with a word of encouragement, just saying, AJ, you're a strong man of God, that you are powerful and that you will get through this. And they didn't even know what was going on, but it literally, my soul just went at rest. My soul was able to breathe because of that word of encouragement. So I exhort you today to spend some time asking the Lord, what does it look like for me to be a voice of encouragement in this difficult season? What does it look like for me to use my words and to be generous with my words and to be intentional by speaking hope and courage into other people? So be blessed today. Love you, River House, and miss you deeply.
Quiet my soul, 'cause you're teaching me how to slow